What is the end of an era? Nancy Pelosi stepping down as House Speaker say she will not seek another leadership position, but she will remain in Congress. Pelosi has led congressional Democrats for 2 decades. She is the first woman to be House Speaker. Let's bring in Mark Sandalow, author of the book Madam Speaker, Nancy Pelosi's Life, Times, and Rise to Power. Mark, thank you for being with us. You know, you wrote this book about Nancy's life, about her career. What was your reaction to today's decision?
It's something none of us have ever heard before. I mean, Pelosi has always, I mean, she talks about how you don't give, you take power. It's not given to you. And here she was giving away power. You know, I've always said, as much as you can admire her political skills, and she is on a different planet than most people in terms of those skills, she's not a great communicator. It's never been her thing. Her speech today was probably the best oratory I have ever heard from her. It was optimistic, and it spoke about her passion for, public service, which, really is in contrast to most of what you hear about Washington, D.C. as a cesspool and a swamp that needs to be drained. She talked about the incredible things that have happened on that floor where she was speaking, ending slavery and Medicare and Social Security, and it really spoke to her complete commitment to and respect for public service.
Well, she has been a public servant at this point, for decades. She's very smart. We know she's very strategic. Do you think there's any part of her that wanted to stay in that role?
Oh, I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it, Nichole. Her ego, and I covered her as a reporter for many years, her ego is different than a lot of men's. It's like, they always say about men, the most dangerous place is between Representative so-and-so and a TV camera. You wouldn't say that about Pelosi. She didn't have, but she certainly had, a desire for power. And here's where her ego was important. She always felt she could do the job better than anybody else. Raising money, figuring out what legislation to bring forward, figuring out who to put in what districts to run against who and when. And I can't believe she still doesn't believe that with Kevin McCarthy having a razor-thin majority as House Speaker, when he crosses that aisle to have to come ask for Democratic help, I think that Pelosi and probably a lot of members in Congress think there probably would have been nobody better to capitalize on that moment for Democrats, nobody better than Nancy Pelosi.
Well, Mark, we can't ignore the obvious here. How do you think the recent attack on her husband, Paul, factored into today's decision?
Yeah, Nichole, I was really surprised when she said about a week or two ago in an interview, she said it will have a very important effect. Knowing what I know about Pelosi, to me, that suggested she was going to stick around, because there's no way that Nancy Pelosi says, she's very close with her family. There's no question. But they've worked that into their lives for the last 4 decades. I thought when she said that, she did not want to leave Congress, saying political violence drove me away. And maybe that's one of the reasons that she's remaining, San Francisco's representative, because some people thought she was going to step down even from that today. But, I think it's very important to her to send a signal out to other members that we don't want political violence, but it's not going to scare us. But that said, I have no idea now what she meant when she said it would have an impact, or whether that's actually what pushed her out.
Yeah, well, certainly, no matter what, it's certainly a seismic shift in the House now. Okay, Mark, thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.